This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Casper versus Brown. You all are engaged. You've been engaged for 5 months. And you actually got engaged 1 month after you met.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
All right. Mr. Casper, why have you brought your fiancee to Couples Court?
I need to know if she is cheating on me with our roommate. We plan to get married in 2 months, and I need to know if this is the truth so that, because I cannot deal with cheaters.
So wait, you're supposed to be getting married in 2 months.
Yes.
And you are concerned, you are worried that she is sleeping with your roommate.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Brown, Mr. Casper says that you're cheating on him. Is that correct?
Once, yes.
One time.
Yes, sir.
What about right now? Are you faithful right now?
Yes, I am.
You're not cheating on him right now?
No.
You have not cheated since that one time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you love him?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to go through with this wedding in 2 months?
Yes, I do, because I still want him to adopt my daughter.
So you have a baby, and
Yes.
you all want to be a family.
Yeah.
Do you want to be a father to her child?
I do.
All right, so what's on the line here is the possibility that this family might not ever happen.
What's on the line is that this relationship will end. Her and the roommate will be kicked out of the house because I am the main leaseholder on the apartment, and I will find somebody else to live there if I have to.
Okay, so take me back to when you fell in love, before all of these issues came up.
Well, I was at one of her friend's house. I had been dating her at the time. The day she walked in to the house, I fell in love at first sight. I saw
She's blushing. What was it about her that made you say, this is it?
the attitude.
The attitude.
She had an attitude. I like when people, they like to tell me exactly what's going on, not...
She wasn't fake.
Yeah, exactly.
She was real.
Whenever she needed help, she would ask. She was in a bad relationship at the time. And so whenever she needed help, I would make myself late to work to go pick her up from that house that she was living at, and take her with me to work and leave my keys and bring a blanket for her so she can sleep in my car so she can actually get a good night rest.
He gave up a lot, honestly.
What did he give up?
He gave up his family and a roof over his head to be with me.
And that touched you deeply?
Yeah, it did. He was my knight in shining armor.
I love
and basically saved me from it all.
And he stepped in with your pregnancy?
Yeah, he claimed her as his own even before we even started dating.
Was he at the birth?
I cut the umbilical cord.
So you have been the only father this child has known.
Exactly.
So what went wrong in the relationship?
Well, our old roommate moved out, and we needed to find another roommate to move in to help with bills. And so she found somebody that could actually move in, an old friend from Job Corps. And I said I was feeling like with my Libra and empathy.
And the energy that you're feeling in this situation is wrong.
Yes, something was gonna happen with it, but I let it go because we needed the help.
What was that? What was it about this person?
If people are around my fiance, I'm able to sense if they're getting too close with the way they talk, the way they text, things like that.
Miss Brown, how did you meet this gentleman you were bringing into your home?
We went to Job Corps back in 2014 and lost contact for 2-3 years. So I seen he was looking for a place to stay.
Okay.
And I went to him and convinced him to let Andrew move in.
All right, did you have a relationship with this gentleman beforehand?
We knew each other, but didn't associate.
Okay.
All right, and how long have you known him?
2-3 years.
Right, Mr. Casper, did you question her about who was going to be moving into your apartment?
I just asked her a little bit about him just to see if my bad feelings would go away. My feelings kind of went away because I could see that nothing would happen before. So I was okay with it after that.
So you then let this gentleman move in with you?
Yes.
Did those feelings, those bad feelings or vibes you were getting, did they go away after he moved in?
No, they're still there, but it wasn't until she started becoming distant. Whenever I asked her to talk to me, she would walk out of the room. She would go talk to him. And I felt like I was getting too close.
Miss Brown, were you paying more attention to this gentleman than to your fiance?
Yes, I was.
Oh, well.
Why were you doing that?
I became more distant from him and started paying more attention to Andrew because he became lazy after Andrew moved in. He was on the game also from the time he got home, to the time we had to go to bed.
So he was playing on his games all evening?
Yeah.
He wasn't helping around the house?
Correct.
He wasn't helping with the baby?
No.
So, Cutler, when you come home after a day of work, what are some of the things that you do so that I know that you're in the game with me?
Well, the first thing, just ask you how your day went. I mean, even though we work together, we don't see each other all day, but we try not to ignore each other when we come home. You know, if she's been home with the baby all day, then, you know, one of the first things you ought to do is, how was your day? Anything I can help with? Were you doing that?
I asked her what I can do. Whenever I came home, as soon as I walked in the door, I need to do this and this and take care of the baby. Because whenever she doesn't want to change the baby, she says, can you go change her? Do this, do that. Wasn't.
Well, Ms. Brown, was your roommate giving you more attention than Mr. Casper was giving you?
Yes, he was. He'd actually listen and help out more than Clayton was. We talked about how I was frustrated with him not helping.
And see, I would try to talk to her, and I'd say, "What's up? What can I do? What's wrong? What's wrong? What can I do to fix myself?" And she would just say, "It doesn't matter."
But if he's offering to do better, you can't just say, "I'm not going to respond to that," because you end up being here with me.
Correct.
At some point, did you sense that there was just something not right?
They were getting too close for my taste. She would be like right next to him, like really close, kind of like cuddling, but not enough.
All right, so when you say cuddling, do you mean, you know, like this, or
just like really close
arm
together.
around her, or?
No, just like really close together.
So like this?
Yeah, kind of like that. And he would be holding the baby.
So did you have a conversation with him about this, and what did he say?
He told me he was going to back off, but he told me himself that he told her that he had feelings for her.
Did you confront her about this?
Yeah, I asked her about if he told her that, and she said yes.
What did that look like?
Like, my heart just dropped.
Okay, and what did she say when you confronted her?
Like, she would get in feelings for him too. So every once in a while, like, not as strong as they were with me, but still, I tried to fix myself to make her the man she wanted, the man she can depend on.
Wow.
Did you have feelings for your roommate?
At the time I did, yes.
Did you think about how your fiance would feel about that?
It was kind of in a moment thing, so technically no.
And what was that moment?
Well, to go back to what he was saying, we were close, so when he was at work the first time, we slept together.
So when your fiance was out making a living,
yes.
you were sleeping with the roommate?
Yes, I was.
She had slept with him on my bed while I was at work.
Okay, Miss Brown, how do you end up sleeping with another man, your roommate, in your fiance's bed? How do you do that?
The situation was he turned around and kissed me, and it happened from there. We ended up having sex that one time.
I heard it from her, and I'd rather have heard it from him as soon as it happened, because I told him I'm lenient the first time I hear about it.
Did I hear him right? Did he say it would be okay, he would be lenient?
Well, you did hear him right.
Okay.
But what I heard was you said, look, something's wrong, just tell me.
Exactly.
I just want to know
Okay.
because we can fix this. Just tell me.
All right.
And I think that's good in a relationship.
And then what happened? Did you talk to the roommate then about what had happened?
Yeah, like the first time, don't let it happen again, because I will not be lenient. I will kick both of you out. I will end the relationship, and I will find somebody else to live with.
You are a very reasonable man. There are a lot of people who've gone stone crazy.
I got the Southern accent. I'm from North Carolina.
But it was your understanding and belief that it only happened one time.
Yes.
And because you thought it only happened one time, you were willing to move past that.
Yes.
And you were willing to forgive her
Yes.
and willing to make your relationship work.
Yes, Your Honor. So it's just in the best interest of that baby and her.
Okay, but what if you find out today that it's been more than once? It wasn't just that one time. Then what?
If it happened between the time that happened the first time and the time that I forgave her for everything in the past, I will honor my word and I will let it go. But if it happened after the time that I was lenient and I told him that it was okay, that I would forgive him, if it was after that moment, the relationship over, I will kick him out as soon as we get back home.
Do you understand what is going to happen if it comes out that you were unfaithful again?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that your family that you're planning to have with him, this family unit, will go away?
Yes, I do.
And you understand he's going to put you out of your home?
Yes.
If it happened again, I will kick them out, no matter what.
All right. In order to get to the bottom of this, to make sure we have a full understanding of what's going on, the court has tracked down the roommate, Andrew. and he is here in court today. Ron, would you please bring in Andrew Butler?
Yes, Your Honor. Go ahead and take the seat right up next to the judges.
Mr. Butler, thank you for being here today. You are their roommate, correct?
Yes, sir.
What is the nature of your relationship with Ms. Brown?
I've known her for about 3 years. I do have feelings for her, yes, and I would like to have a committed relationship.
Okay, there was testimony earlier that you and Ms. Brown had sexual relations.
Yes, sir.
How did that happen?
I went in there, we talked about everything that was going on, the relationship between Miss Brown and Mr. Casper. I told her how I felt. She told me how she felt, that she had the same kind of feelings for me. I kissed her, and then she kissed me back, and it just kind of went on from there.
All right, so you made the first move, so to speak.
Yes, so to speak.
But she reciprocated. She
Yes.
kissed you back.
Yes.
Do you have feelings for this man?
They've died down because we moved on from it. It was causing a lot of problems between the
Really?
three.
Just a lot of problems?
Yeah.
So you no longer have feelings for him?
No.
Well, that's very interesting. In preparing for cases, we do a little research of our own, and we uncovered a posting that Andrew had, and I would like to read it. It says, "I don't know what to do anymore. I am in love with someone, and she knows it, but she has someone else, and I know I can't be with her. But it kills me not to be with her. I don't know what to do." It's dated June 8th. Mr. Butler, is this your post?
Yes, it is.
So do you still have feelings for her?
Yes, I do, but
But
I know I can't be.
is she treating you differently in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, we don't really talk as much. We don't really hang out as much, and like she said, we both have kind of moved on, and I've been trying to find someone else to be with, so I don't continue to make this drama.
But there is something I found a post. I had a random person on Facebook send me a post that was dated June 6th, I believe. This is from her on a post, on a great Facebook group post.
Okay.
That a random person sent me on Facebook. "So I need opinions. Me and my significant other have been fighting a lot lately. He doesn't help unless I get mad at him, and when I ask him to do something, he makes excuses. Lately, we've been fighting so much that it's pushing me away. I don't feel the same anymore. I don't know what I want anymore. I've been around our roommate for some time, and we've just been talking as friends, but the problem is I'm starting to grow feelings for our roommate. I also knew him for a couple years before he moved in. What should I say to do? I should also mention that me and my significant other are engaged."
Okay, when was that post?
I believe June 6th.
Ms. Brown, do you recognize that post?
Yes, Your Honor.
You posted that.
Yes, I did.
And the roommate you're referring to is Mr. Butler.
Yes.
You still have feelings for Mr. Butler?
Not anymore, no.
Not anymore since that post?
Yes.
What happened between that post is very recent, right?
Yes.
And so when you wrote that, you were telling pretty much the whole world that you and your fiance are having problems and you have feelings for your roommate.
Practically, yes.
Mr. Butler, let me ask you this. Mr. Casper testified that the sexual intercourse between you and his fiance only happened one time. Is that correct?
No.
So how many times did you and Miss Brown have sex?
It was twice.
When did that occur?
The first time when he was at work, I want to say it was during the beginning of the week. The second time, it was towards the end of the week.
So it was in the same week.
Yes.
Miss Brown, why did you lie to your fiance?
I was scared that for the second time he'd leave, and I didn't want him to happen because I wanted things to work out.
Mr. Casper, you look devastated. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Tell me how you're feeling.
It hurts that they both lied to me, but like a man does, I will keep my word. And like I said, I forgive for everything up to that point. I forgave them.
You got a crown in heaven. You hear me? Now, I got to tell you, what do you have to say to this man?
I still want things to work out. You know, ever since then, I haven't slept with him, anyone else. I've been trying to work on our relationship and the family we're trying to build, and I still want things to work out for us to get married and possibly having more down the road.
Let me just say this to you. If he takes you back, you need to act like you have found a gold mine.
Because you have.
Very lucky.
You all have been together for 2.5 years. You're engaged. You have one child together. And allegations of cheating are destroying this relationship. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Stewart, why did you bring your fiancé to court today?
Well, Your Honor, I believe he's cheating on me. I've had to, ruin all of my relationships with all of my family just to be with him, and we have a kid together. So I'm really seeing if he's worth it.
If you would find out that he is cheating, you're not only potentially going to lose this relationship, you will be alone.
Yeah.
You will not have your family to go back to.
No, I will not.
That's a tough choice to have to make between somebody you love and your family.
Right, and then you've chosen love.
Yeah, I did.
And the question is, has love chosen you? Mm-hmm. All right.
Mrs. Smith? Has love chosen her?
Oh, yes. I'm really in love with her, Your Honor. We've been through thick and thin, hard times, really hard times, and we've been at our high points together. You know, she's the love of my life. I want to marry her.
What do you hope to prove today?
That I'm not cheating, that I'm loyal to her, and I just want her to know that so we can move on.
So your wedding plans have been even put on halt because of these allegations of cheating. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor.
Are you starting to see the classic warning signs?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, tell me about that.
Well, like a lot of times when I'm like checking his phone, I'll see like text messages when he's like texting like a woman or something, and he'll call them babe or boo.
Like, you know, I can't control what somebody says to me.
No, it's not.
Oh,
it's
no.
Not that I can't control.
Yeah, I can't control it.
Look, if I had $1.
You can always
All right, let me just
correct
say
it.
this. You can't control, but let me tell you what you can. When somebody does that, you have to put them in their place. You have to say, hey, I belong to somebody else. Because when you don't check them, they presume, oh, okay, this is all right. So you have to be like, no.
When you say you can't control it, yeah, you can.
But what I mean by that is them texting me the first text. You know what I'm saying? I can't control that first text coming in. But I can say something like you just said.
But you never do.
Do you say
never
something,
do.
or do you reply back, say, hey, babe, hey, boo?
No, I just kind of ignore it. I don't say
You never respond back.
I respond back with, like, not bae.
But you don't
and
respond to the
sometimes
bae part.
Yes, you have.
Okay, maybe sometimes.
Okay, so sometimes you have, okay?
Yeah.
That's what we need to get at. So you said you can't control it. Not only are you not controlling it, you're encouraging it by responding in like fashion.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And that's not good, is it?
No.
Because it's got you here talking to us. What else you got?
Well, I mean, when I check his phone, or sometimes when like I check his location, he'll say, oh, I'm going here to hang out with my friends or something, but he'll always stop here, stop there, or sometimes he'll just be somewhere else for, an hour or.
How do you check his location?
Well, on Snapchat, you can check it on there. Sometimes I use like Google, and I can check it through like my email, see where his phone's at.
Wow.
Why are you doing all this?
Yeah.
Just to make sure, because a lot of times, I'll check his phone and I'll see that, so now I want to make sure he's not cheating on me.
That's like
or
5
going
minutes
somewhere.
after I leave the house, though.
But you know, if you go looking, you go find, right? You understand that?
But see, here's the thing, though. If she's gone through his phone and has found text messages,
Right.
Hey, boo, hey, babe, he's responding,
Yes.
then she's probably thinking, okay, let me check up on this.
I understand.
So that might be what's fueling some of this.
Yeah.
Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
Okay, see, I get that.
But I think it's very difficult to hold a person. Well, you were at the donut shop instead of at the drugstore.
All right, well, let me approach it this way.
All right, let me see what you got.
Has he been unfaithful in the past?
Yes.
Well, there you have it.
Okay, well.
What happened?
Well, he was with a family member of mine, and he cheated on her with me.
Oh!
So you know what you're looking for. You know what the signs are. You know.
So it's the classic, how you get them is how you lose them. Okay.
And that's why your family won't talk to you.
Yeah.
That's why you've had to make this choice between.
So it's not just disapproval of like, we don't like him. It is, they don't like this.
Yes.
And you stole him from another woman.
Yes.
A family member,
A
not
family
just
member.
another woman.
It was more like I just fell in love with her. I was down at the time.
Yeah.
You know, and the other family member wasn't there for me.
You cheated on her with other people too.
Yes. Yes, I did. But in my defense, we wasn't like, you know?
So you were with her family member, fell in love with her and said, this is the one I need to be with.
Yes, ma'am.
And now she thinks you're ready to move on to somebody else.
Yes,
Because
sir.
of the text messages.
Yes, sir.
Because of your location issues.
It's every day, all day.
What's it like in your relationship?
So I say I could drop her off at work
Uh-huh.
around 2 o'clock. Probably by 4 o'clock, she's pinging my phone. Or she wants to know where I'm at. Or she'll ping my phone and then call and ask me where I'm at. Which, that's weird to me, because you just ping my phone. It comes to my phone when she does it, so I know every time she does it.
Oh.
So you know you're being hunted.
Yeah, so it gets kind of annoying. So like sometimes I'll just stop answering the phone if I already told her where I'm at, you know? Like you already know what I'm doing. I hang out with guys.
Most of the time you're not where you're at.
I'm where I'm at.
No, a lot of times you'll just say I'm here and there. That's why I question you before I say anything, because a lot of times you just lie.
Okay, so here's the question. Are you where you say you are, or do you disappear?
Sometimes.
But a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Most of the time he'll disappear because he'll just turn it off.
What periods of time does he disappear?
Sometimes when he goes out at night after the bar, he'll just disappear. He'll turn off his location. He'll say, oh, you know, I'm gonna pick you up. We're gonna go to a party at 2 a.m. or whatever after I get out from the bar. He'll just turn off his location, not answer the phone, and then not come back until like 9 a.m.
Usually it's because I'm drunk. Sometimes I fall asleep in the car. Sometimes I fall asleep at a friend's house, you know?
All right.
What else do you have?
We share a phone together, and one day he was dropping me off at work, and I took the phone with me on accident.
Okay.
And somebody had texted literally as soon as I walked into the door, like he had told them, hey, she goes to work at 2, text me after.
Hit me up.
Yeah. So I got a text it was a woman, and they texted and said, oh, when are we gonna hang out? So I texted back, acting like I was him, and I said, oh yeah, we can hang out later. She said, great. And then I texted back and said, are we gonna hook up, you know? And she said, no, like, I'm on my period, like they had hooked up before in a past time.
All right,
Yeah.
so you submitted that information in your court papers.
Yeah, I have that.
And this is your recollection of the text.
Hey, when are you coming to see me?
When can we hook up?
Can't today because.
Come
Yeah.
on, Mr. Cutler.
Your Honor,
You can't say that. We got
Honor,
kids, man. You can say that.
I have a
That's
lot
okay.
of female.
All right.
I have a lot of female friends.
Well, Mr. Smith, you say you have a lot of female friends.
Yes.
I'm curious as to what comes after that statement, because it could be, I have a lot of female friends. I don't know which one of these I was planning to hook up with.
If you give somebody a phone and that person interested in you, whether you've cheated with her or not, and you play like you're that somebody, when you talking to them and they're like interested in you and you say, oh, you want to hook up, and she's wanting to hook up, I feel like she's gonna reply just like she would if it was me, but she's playing like she's somebody else.
So you think that because she was catfishing for the most part, she caught some bait?
Yeah.
Okay. So my question is, have you ever caught him or found anything physically that supports he's cheating?
During the summer, he would go to the pool a lot.
Okay.
And there was a lot of pretty ladies at the pool in swimming suits. Well, one day when I went to work and I came home, I found a bathing suit in the bathroom.
And I want to presume that was not your bathing suit because you were not swimming at the time. Is that correct?
I have evidence.
Rob, would you please get that folder, please?
Thank you, ma'am.
And so you came home, you found a bathing suit, a woman's bathing suit, I take it?
Yes.
Where did you find it?
It was hanging on like the knobs on the cabinet.
Where in your house was this?
In the bathroom.
So in the bathroom, you found a woman's bathing suit hanging on the knob. So when you found it, what did you do?
I got really mad. I asked him about it, and he said, oh, you know, she was changing in the room, and she just needed to change out of her clothes.
Do you know who this woman's?
Yes, I've seen her wear it at the pool. I knew exactly who it was.
Had she ever been around Mr. Smith before?
Yes.
Have you seen them flirting together?
Yes.
So you think this might be one of the women he's hooking up with?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not flirting with him, yeah.
Okay, what's this woman's bathing suit doing in your bathroom?
It wasn't just me and her. It was another girl, too. That doesn't sound good? No.
Mr. Smith, okay, I'm concerned and intrigued. How many women were there?
There were just two.
Just two?
Yeah, just two.
Just two.
But at the time, we came from the pool, and we were all changing to go out to eat somewhere.
You and these two other women?
I wasn't changing with them.
Why would they be in the room?
They were in the room because our bathroom is in the room.
Why your place?
Our place? Because it was close.
Half the time, no, because that woman, the one that's bathing suit, she had plenty of friends. I mean, she was very popular. And so she had plenty of friends that was all women's, apartments where she could have went and changed. Why our bathroom?
So in your complex at the pool, she could have gone to a number of women's apartments.
Yes.
And this would have been an issue. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you see why this doesn't sound?
I didn't, I didn't think much of it because she's seen me hanging with him before. She's seen like us kick it. I've kicked it with them numerous of times.
Okay, so what if I had a
But-
dude come in our bathroom and change?
And his truck's on the hanging
As long
on
as she
the,
wasn't in the bathroom with him, like I'm fine with that. Like that's where the buttons pushed is she's in the bathroom with him. I wasn't in the bathroom with her.
Okay, Mr. Cutler, I think that we have enough evidence at this point. What we got is the phone. She goes on the phone and she finds text messages saying bae and boo.
Mm-hmm.
She comes home after a hard day's work, no less, and finds a woman's bikini hanging in her bathroom. And then the final thing was that he doesn't tell the truth about where he is. So based on all of these different factors, she believes he's cheating.
So, Ms. Stewart, if you find out he's cheating, your relationship is over.
Yeah.
You're done.
But there's more at risk here. She's already severed tie with her family.
So she's just out there.
She's by herself with a child.
This court has done a full and complete investigation to determine, is he cheating? At this time, the court would like to hear from licensed private investigator and certified polygraph examiner, Kendall Scholl. Ron, please escort Mr. Scholl into the courtroom.
Yes, Sean. Kendall Scholl. Just step right over to the monitor. Thank you.
Good day. How are you, Mr. Scholl?
Good day. Fine, Your Honor. How are you?
We're good.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Mr. Scholl, what did you do to investigate in this case?
We put Mr. Smith in a room with a very sexy woman to find out one thing. Is he a cheater?
Tell us what you found.
Well, as you can see here in the footage, Mr. Smith engaged in small talk with this woman. She put the moves on him to see if he would bite. And I give him credit. He showed no signs of cheating.
Were you able to gather any information from this exchange?
We were unable to find any evidence during this entire exchange that shows signs of cheating.
All right. To further investigate this case, you also conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Smith. Is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Smith was asked, have you ever had sexual intercourse with a woman who left her bathing suit in your bathroom? Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And what was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
And we have one other question. Mr. Smith was asked, since your relationship began with Miss Stewart 2.5 years ago, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Miss Stewart? What was his response?
Well, to this particular question, Mr. Smith did make an admission. He said that when he is mad at Miss Stewart, he stays out all night, and sometimes he sleeps with another woman.
Mr. Smith, how many other women are we talking about?
It's just one.
But when you get mad, you run to this woman.
No, not repeatedly. It was just one-time thing.
This young lady has severed herself from her family for you. So, are you telling the truth?
Yes.
Are you lying now, or were you lying when you confessed to him that you were with other women, sometimes more than once?
When you get mad.
No.
And now your fiance has just stormed out.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
I figured she was gonna get emotional about it, but like I said,
Emotional?
it's literally a one-time thing early in our relationship. One time.
Ron, could you go and see if she has pulled it together and come back?
Yes, Sean.
Okay, there she is. Miss Stewart, I know this is a lot, so much so you had to leave the room, but you did come here for answers.
I just want to know who it was with. Was it with the family member or somebody else?
The family member.
Wow.
Well, now that you know that, Ms. Stewart, what do you do with that information?
I want to move on, honestly.
Mrs. Smith, is there anything you want to say to Ms. Stewart right now?
I apologize. I'm sorry. I really love you, like truly. You mean everything to me, really.
If you really love me, you wouldn't have done that.
You all have known each other more than 20 years, have been married 5 years. You've been through all types of life-changing events. But Ms. Carson, you say if he's found to be cheating, you have another life-changing event coming, divorce. Tell me about your case.
If my husband is cheating on me, I'm gonna take my dogs and my car and I'm gonna leave. I can't do it no more. I've given him every opportunity to tell me the truth.
And it's just not happening.
No.
What do those tears represent?
The love, the love, the energy that I put into this marriage. He's my first love. I've never loved anybody else.
Wow.
Mr. Carson.
Yes, Your Honor.
When you look at her and you see the emotion that she has, how she feels about you in this relationship and how she's hurting, what do you have to say about that?
That's not the woman I married. It's just not.
She's not the woman you... What do you mean?
No. The person I married, I loved all my life. You know what I mean? Didn't love her because of what she represented. I loved her because of who she was. She's changed.
But she's changed because she thinks you're cheating on her.
I've never cheated on my wife.
That's what you're telling us today.
I've never cheated on my wife.
That's what you're telling her today.
That's what I'm telling her. I've never cheated on my wife.
What was it about her that you liked when you met her?
She was herself. Just a person that I didn't have to be nobody but myself. I didn't have to change. I didn't have to pretend. I didn't have to act. I didn't have to do no certain things. I just had to be me. And she accepted that. The life I'm living today, everything is bottled up. It's bottled up. And today, the cork comes off.
So, Ms. Carson, how long were you together before you got married?
2 years. 2 years.
Who proposed to who?
Me.
Oh, you did the proposing.
He was still married legally. I said I would pay for the divorce. He got divorced in October, and then I said, you know, I want to be married by the time I go into surgery in March, because I wanted somebody to be able to make decisions.
Okay, so you all got married before your surgery.
Yes.
All right.
But,
So,
hold on,
Mr. Carson, Mr. Carson.
Go ahead, Mr. Carson. You laughing
tell
and
the
rubbing
story.
his
Hey, look, this is it. She had the surgery. She had the surgery to change from man to woman.
So she had a sex change operation.
Change operation.
Yeah.
All right.
So the surgery came, she felt uncomfortable. She was second guessing that she should have had the surgery. She asked,
has nothing to do with it.
She asked me,
That
personally
doesn't have
asked me,
anything to do with it.
do you want me to have the surgery still?
Okay, wait,
And I
wait.
said yes.
Here's my question. Are you saying that because of the surgery, she stopped trusting you?
No, she didn't stop trusting me. She started thinking differently.
All right, I gotta go to Miss Carson.
Okay, so
Miss Carson, did the sex change operation change your relationship with Mr. Carson?
No.
Okay, so he's saying that after the surgery you were different. What has happened from your point of view to cause you to be here?
Okay, what's caused me to be here is one, I went to the hospital. I was
Okay.
in the emergency room. They admitted me.
Okay.
He came one time, okay? One time to the ER, and then one time when they transferred me to the hospital.
Yeah,
Finally, I
there.
get out, and I go home, He's now nowhere to be found. Okay? So, he comes home. I go through his phone, go to the Google app. Voice. Him and a girl are looking for an address to a motel in Long Beach.
Okay, wait a minute. What woman is this?
I don't know, one of the hoes he was messing with.
Okay, so you are in Long Beach with another woman,
Not
Mr.
one.
Carson?
Not one.
Oh. With other women, Mr.
Okay.
Carson?
You want to go?
Mr.
Yeah,
Carson.
Mr. Carson.
Okay, let me.
Let's pop
We're
the
gonna
top.
go. Let's
Okay,
pop-
hold on.
Let's pop
Okay,
the top.
Mr. Carson, listen to me. I want you to talk. I want to hear this. I want to hear why she thinks you were in Long Beach with another woman. And I want you to
told
tell
me.
Women.
He told me.
Okay.
He came clean.
Okay, let me explain.
Okay, so
I lied to her. I told her I slept with her because if I tell her I didn't sleep with her, she's gonna keep asking me.
Okay, so I
told
told
her. Let me explain something to you. I told her before I slept with someone
Okay,
that I
listen
never
to you.
slept with, and she rolled me to death about it.
Cutler.
You gotta
Cutler,
live the
Cutler,
life
Cutler.
I'm living.
Hold on. Cutler.
because what he's saying.
Wait. Let me make sure I understood it.
Yeah, you heard him right.
Ron, you correct me if I'm wrong too. Did he just say he admitted to sleeping with somebody just to shut her up? Is that what he said?
That's what I
Okay, let
heard.
me explain.
Okay, does that make any sense to you?
Wait a minute, I'm gonna make sense
Hold
to you.
on.
Hold on.
I'm asking you.
It doesn't make sense to me. I have seen, cases in this courtroom where somebody has said, well, I just said that to shut her up. It never works. That's the thing. So, Mr. Carson, let's make sure we have our record straight. Did you sleep with a woman in Long Beach that she thinks you slept with? Yes or no?
No, Your Honor.
You did not.
No, I
Okay.
did not. I definitely didn't sleep with her.
Thank you. Okay. Ms. Carson, have you found anything that makes you think he's cheating?
Yes.
What have you found?
Okay, well, for example, he's on dating websites.
Okay, so you have evidence with you today, right?
I do, right here.
Ron, would you
Ron.
grab that for us,
Yes, Your
please?
Honor.
So you saw him on a dating site,
Yeah.
and where his picture is, it says, I'm only looking for blank buddy.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then the next
did it
page.
get her attention?
Hold on.
Did it get her attention?
Oh, my God.
Did it get her attention?
Hold on, Mr. Carson.
How many
Mr.
sites have you
Carson.
have? Give them all of them.
Mr. Carson. Then on the next page, about me, it says, I am down for almost anything.
Yep.
And then gender, man, I'm seeking a woman, city,
Yeah.
Las Vegas. Mr. Carson, this was on your dating website profile.
That's just one of them, Your Honor.
That's just, matter of fact, that is just one of them. Because, see, that's in Las Vegas. That's recent. There are some from El Monte, California. We can go on back, to when she had this surgery, when these
Okay.
sites started popping up.
All right.
Let me say, if that didn't get her attention, why are we here? Because the bottom line is, all I wanted was my wife to pay attention.
Ms. Carson, how did you get this?
It came to his email, and I went to his email, and then what I do, once I know he's on the site, I go on that site, put in his email, get a new password to get into the account to that site.
And when you did that, this is what you
That's
found.
what popped up.
That is a lot of work to get to
Oh,
this.
girl.
That's every day.
Yeah, that's nothing.
That's an everyday job. She worked every day on my phone. Listen.
Not no more.
Hey, listen.
Not no more, I haven't.
Listen,
Not
I'm
no
Mr.
more.
Carson,
Hey,
your
wait.
testimony to this court is,
I know.
yes, you did this,
And I
and
know.
this isn't the only one.
Oh,
No, and
I'm
you know
doing
she
that for
got it.
fun.
Ms. Carson,
And I know she's getting them.
And so here's the thing. One of the things that would irritate me, because I'm looking at his picture, it's the same shirt he wore on your engagement photo.
I must not be enough woman for him. I
So
don't
he
know.
just cut you off and put it on up there.
Yeah.
As a man, if your wife wakes up every day and her only job is to make sure you stay in her sight, that's a problem. I'm the only man in my neighborhood that is stay around my wife 24/7. Only reason
maybe you're the only one in your neighborhood that's given her a reason, and that's why we're here.
Let's go to this.
Okay.
Let's go to this,
So,
Judge.
because,
Let's go to
hey,
this.
hold on, Ms.
I'm
Carson.
done.
Because
I'm done talking.
Because here's the-
I'm done talking.
Because here's the
Let's
thing.
bring the lie detector test out here. Let's do whatever it needs to do. Because I'm telling you, after the day, you ain't gonna have to ask her if she gonna leave me.
But Mr.
I'm
Carson,
gonna leave her.
listen.
I'm done. I'm done.
All right, wait.
Mr. Carson, listen.
I'm
Because
Hold on.
you keep saying no.
I'm done.
Because you
I'm
keep
done.
saying you're done, but you're talking.
But you ain't listening.
I am listening. Now
That's the
listen,
problem.
you listen to me for a second. This is my courtroom. My name is the one that's down here. You listen to me. Now, what I'm telling you is, you talking about you haven't given her a reason. You admit to cheating, even though you said it was just to get her riled up. You admitted to it. You admit to being on multiple dating sites. What do you mean she doesn't have a reason to watch you 24/7? You're giving her every reason in the world to do that.
Okay.
Hey, Your Honor, what about, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, he was gone, the car was gone, he came back at 1 o'clock in the
wish I never
afternoon.
came back.
Totaled the car, okay? The police said, he looked at the video and he was driving.
Have you seen the video?
No, and there was a girl in the car.
Okay, stop. Okay, stop. All right. Mr. Carson, were you in a car accident?
I was in a car
That's a yes or no question. Were you in a car accident?
If I'm gonna do yes or no, it's gonna be yes or no on both sides. Come on, man. I'm trying to answer your question and tell you the explanation.
Were you in a car accident?
You don't get to make that decision.
You were in a car accident, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, was there a woman in the car?
No.
There was no woman in the car.
I'm 52. I've had fun. I've played games. I've never played a game with her. I'm tired. I'm tired of being a prisoner in my own home. You sit there and you say, well, that don't make sense. If you was in my shoes, it would make damn sense. Because every day I wake up, I live this. I have to go within a radius of you where you can see me for you to be okay. If I get around the corner, I'm done. I do disappear. I disappear from home because I get tired. I get tired of being locked up and confined. I don't need a mother. I need a wife, a friend. What I had when I first met her, I have that now. Gone.
Let me just say this to you.
It is what it is.
Mr. Carson, listen to me. We are often here as the court, not only for the person that is doing the accusing, but for the accused. You think we don't hear you, but we do. And we have to ask questions to get to what we know, because we aren't living in your house. We aren't prisoners with you. But your pain and what you're sharing with us right now is real. I feel all of it.
I'm done.
Now, the question is, Ms. Carson, at the end of this, have you heard your husband?
I heard him.
No, I didn't say, I know he's talking.
No, I heard him.
Did your heart hear him?
I heard him.
All right, love. Tell us what we got.
We've got accusations of Mr. Carson cheating, and Mr. Carson is adamant that he is not cheating. He's sick and tired of being accused of cheating, and he is here to clear his name.
And we absolutely have a family, a life, a marriage on the line. And for that reason, we have done a full and complete investigation. At this time, we would like to call licensed polygraph examiner Tommy Platt to determine, is he cheating? Rod, would you bring Mr. Platt in?
Tommy Platt.
Would you state your credentials for the court record, please?
Yes, ma'am. I have over 30 years' experience in the United States military and as a police officer. I have been a licensed polygraph examiner for 11 years and conducted nearly 3,000 examinations.
All right. So, Mr. Platt, this first question is related to the woman Mrs. Carson accused Mr. Carson of sleeping with in Long Beach. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So he was asked, did you have sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife the day Mrs. Carson heard you Googling for a motel? What was his response?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
You asked Mr. Carson, on the night that you wrecked your wife's car, did you have physical sexual contact with someone other than your wife? What was his response to that question?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
Ms. Carson, you've heard the answers to these two questions. How are you feeling?
I feel bad.
What's going through your mind and your heart right now?
That I accused him of it and he didn't do it.
You need to tell him.
I'm sorry, boo. I thought you did.
All All right, we have one more question. You asked Mr. Carson, since being married to your wife, have you had physical sexual contact with someone you met on a dating site? What was his response?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
Mr. Carson,
Have
you have physical sexual contact with someone you met on one of the dating sites.
Came to that point, man, and she didn't hear me.
Since being married to Miss Carson.
She know who she is.
Who?
I told her.
Who?
I told her if you keep accusing me.
Who is it?
You keep accusing me of cheating.
Who was it?
Hold on, Mrs. Carson.
When I
Go
cheat
ahead.
on you, you're gonna know it. It's gonna be at our house. So when I had sex with this girl, I knew she was coming. So when she came and saw the girl there, she should have knew. I never had a woman in our house. He cheated. It ain't cheating when you tell you. I told you.
So now,
okay, Mr. Carson.
Did you verbally tell me? No. I don't care.
I'm done with you.
I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
I need you to step back over. Can't let that.
You didn't never love me no way. You love yourself. If you didn't love yourself,
Mr.
you'd be
Carson, here's what I'm gonna say. You said you were gonna be done. You done. Y'all done thrown wedding bands up and down my courtroom.
I'm done.
So y'all are done. So what I would say to you is, you all need counseling because this right.
I'm not gonna. I'm done. You can put me out if you want to. I'm done.
Would you please shut up?
Put me out. That's the problem with
Shut
women.
up!
It's the problem with women. They don't hear me. Thank you.
Get out of my court.
They don't hear me.
Let's go.
Just get out.
Just keep going.
Wow. You all have been together 12 years and have 2 children together. And Ms. Wells, you have opened your case with us. Why?
He's a club promoter, and so of course he's around a lot of different women all of the time. And I think there's different warning signs that I've noticed, like he'll get phone calls late at night and he doesn't answer the phone. Certain text messages, he'll cover up his phone so I can't see it. If I do find out that he's cheating, it would be over. Like, I'm going to throw his stuff out of the house. I'm going to set it on fire.
First of all, Your Honor, the presentation of my business, I have to surround myself around beautiful women. Like, nobody's gonna make money in the club without seeing beautiful women in the club.
It's a sad perk that you have in your business to have to be surrounded.
Yeah.
Poor Mr. Mapp. You gotta be surrounded by beautiful women
And
for
I
your
understand.
business.
I understand.
And I know that that's part of it. But, here's my tear. That one little teardrop right there for you.
I mean, that's why I do it, and I make it known. I don't hide anything. She sees the pictures online, but she gets sidetracked.
But you don't have to sleep with them, though.
But I don't sleep with them, and that's why we're here, because I have nothing to hide. I've done my dirt in the past, but that's the past.
What was that dirt?
That dirt, I mean, I've cheated before. I'm not gonna lie. I was sexually greedy in the past. I was going through a stage. I mean, you've been young before. You've been in different parties, you never know.
I was young once.
You have never been that young.
I was young once.
All right, let me just say this to you, Mr. Mapp, so the record is clear. We have been together since we were 18 and 17 years old, so he has never been that young.
I've been young a little bit.
You ain't, what? What'd you say?
Not young like that, no.
Oh, I was
But
about to say, we getting ready to break out true confessions up in here. All right, so he's heard about being that young, right, Mr. Cutler?
Well, you've
heard about being that young,
Yes,
right,
I've
Mr.
heard about being that young.
All right, just making it clear.
It's just
all right.
what I have to
So,
do.
Miss Wells, let me ask you this: what made you stay with him, knowing about this sexual greed from the past?
I mean, he is a good person. I do believe that he does have good intentions. He's very romantic. He does a lot of stuff just because, like, I'll come home and there'll be roses, everywhere for no reason. Just very sweet. But now that I think about it, it's like, were you getting the roses and the flowers because you were feeling guilty or because you actually wanted to do it?
Okay, so he says he's changed, and you're saying, uh-huh.
Yep, because the phone calls late at night. Why can't you answer the phone? just because I'm sitting right here, or the text messages, why are you hiding it so I can't see it?
So, Mr. Mapp?
Yeah. What are you hiding?
Nothing at all. When she looks and look at a message, she's not reading it. She might see emoji or something on there. Women uses emojis a lot, you know, and she wants to respond without knowing all the information.
All right, but Mr. Mapp, it's one thing for her to look at a text message and maybe misinterpret it. It's another thing for her to see you
What you doing?
texting while you're hiding, turning your back.
What is that?
I mean,
what you doing?
that's not taken out of context.
What are you doing?
That's something a 5-year-old can recognize that you're hiding something.
You're right, Jan. There's nothing I'm hiding. I just feel like it's my job sometimes to make my clients feel special. It's nothing physical. That's the point.
So are you telling them that they're beautiful, that they're attractive?
I tell them they're beautiful, of course.
But Ms. Wells, you're concerned that it's more than just promotion words.
Right.
Why?
There's pictures that I saw on social media with him and these other women. They're half naked.
We know these
Well,
models
okay,
don't step
now
out with
I've been
clothes.
to a club and, you know, women dress. What? I can't go to a club?
Go on, tell your story.
All right.
But I'm doing this.
You watching me?
I'm watching you.
All right, okay. I've been to a club. You've been to a club. We know how women dress in the club. They're not dressing in the club like they're going to church on Sunday morning.
Well, depends on what church you go to.
Well, there you go. And so if he's a club promoter and he's got pictures of women in the club, they're going to be dressed a certain way. So are these the pictures that you're seeing in his phone?
I actually brought some of the pictures with me, with some of the girls that I think that he's having an affair with.
We need to see
I
these.
can't wait to see this. Please, please,
Ron,
Sean.
would you grab that for us, please?
All right, let's take a look at these photos. Well,
I mean, usually when people take a picture, they're both facing the camera.
There's a way to take a cordial
yeah,
picture.
but this is like
she's
she got papers. She's holding on you like she's got ownership.
It's strictly nothing. Like, we take pictures like this all the time. It's part of that's how you sell it. Like,
all right, well, let's
even
look
with beautiful women, everybody wants to go to the club.
This is another woman.
That look on his face.
That's how you sell the picture. It's called being in character.
Why none of these women facing the camera? That's what I can't understand. If you promote
They
your
all
picture,
turn up against you.
and this is not even in the club.
This on the
It's
street.
outside of the club.
How is this picture promoted in the club?
Go, come on.
But that's
Let's march. Wow.
Okay.
Now, that right there,
Yeah.
now that's a Halloween party.
Oh, look at this
And her
one.
boob is like all on you.
Yeah, she's hanging out and she's hanging on. All right, so these are the women that you are concerned about.
And nothing.
And you think he's sleeping with them?
Yep.
It's just business. We just
Strictly business.
make it look good.
All right.
This court has identified and located a whole number of women that you've been seen with at the club, and they are here today.
Hey,
Well, bring them out.
bring them in.
Ron, would you please
ready to
escort
see
our
'em.
witnesses in?
Yes, Sean.
Bring them in.
Ladies.
Just all my beautiful clients. Just
Have you slept with any of these women?
none, Your Honor. None.
Let's ask them. Ladies?
Have any of you slept with Mr. Mapp? Have you slept with Mr. Mapp? Have you slept with Mr. Mapp? Have you slept with Mr. Mapp? And finally, have you slept with Mr. Mapp? So none of you have done that. He is just working on your behalf.
These are just all talented women that I represent. You know, and we
So,
can
Ms.
do good
Wells?
business together.
The expression on your face, you're not buying this. You don't
No.
believe this.
No.
They just
absolutely
said it.
not.
They just said it. We're gonna sit here and
Why
It
don't you
could be
believe
someone
it?
else. If it's not them,
You say it could be somebody else. Are there any other women in particular that you're concerned about?
his female business partner.
Okay, and why are you concerned about her?
Well, she came about 2 years ago, out of nowhere, and then now all of a sudden they're best friends and they're always together. They took a business trip that was supposed to be 1 day. It ended up being 3 days. Some nights he doesn't come home from the club. He'll stay the night at her house.
Okay, so here's my question. How does a 1-day business trip turn into a, count 'em, 3-day business trip?
I mean, we added some extra stops to it. I mean, that's just
He
all
still
it is.
can't get it right. Go ahead.
That's the truth, though. We added some extra stops, but nothing inappropriate happened. We
Okay,
take trips all
let me
the
ask
time.
you I'm gonna ask you the key question. Did you call your girlfriend and say, we adding 3 more days to this?
I told her. I told her I want to come home.
No, he didn't.
Cause see.
So I didn't text you. We're not coming home today.
Yeah, the 3rd day.
Frankly, you don't think it was business. You think it was business that was going on.
It's never anything to worry about with me and my female business partner. Like, we just got a strong bond, and we handle business together.
They argue like how me and him argue. It's very passionate.
You believe that they are actually intimate.
Yes.
Have you been
that's what she
intimate
thinks.
with your business partner?
No, Your Honor. Not at all.
Not ever.
Not ever.
You know, there's her side, there's his side, and of course there is the business partner side, and she's here. Ron, would you please escort our next witness in, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please. Please.
Mr. Owsley, you are Mr. Mapp's business partner, is that correct?
Yes. There's been some concern about a 1-day that became a 3-day business trip.
Okay.
Can you tell us how did that become a additional 2 days on that business trip?
I mean, we an entertainment company, we a booking agency, and we club promotion. So 1 day might turn into 2-3 days.
Okay, you know, my judge's ear caught something. You're like,
That sounds like a couple.
Oh, it did. It sounded real coupley.
It's not no couple thing. We just business partners and best friends.
So you're part of the family?
Yeah. I see the kids all the time. I babysit their kids all the time and everything. So she knows exactly who I am. I come over by the house and everything, so.
Miss Wells, is she part of the family?
She's his business partner as far as I'm concerned.
But not part of your family?
Right.
Do you let her babysit your children?
He does. I don't. So if she is watching them, it's because they were under his supervision, like if I'm at work or something.
Miss Owsley, have you ever been intimate with Mr. Mapp?
No, ma'am. Tells me nothing but good things about her. So from my perspective, they have a very good relationship. And I never had anything to do with him like that. It's always been a business relationship between me and him.
Miss Owsley, do you find him attractive?
He ugly to me.
So he is not your type.
I like dark-skinned guys. I like dark-skinned guys. He's too light for me.
Okay, so he's not your type?
Not at all.
He is not your attractive.
He's too short, too. Like, I like tall men.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna just pull away, pull slowly away from that conversation. So he is not your attraction template?
No.
But he's a good friend to you?
Yes.
And you've not been intimate with him in any respect?
No, none whatsoever.
Miss Well, do you believe her?
No.
We've got a 12-year relationship here on the line. We've got children involved. You've already said that if you find out he's cheating, you're gone.
Yep, it's over.
To get to the bottom of this, the court has also ordered a polygraph examination of Mr. Mapp, and we have those results. Ron, would you please escort our certified polygraph examiner, Kendall Shull, into the courtroom?
Mr. Mapp, is it anything you want to say before we go to the results?
I have absolutely nothing to hide, Your Honor. I'm ready for the results.
All right.
Mr. Shull, you asked Mr. Mapp, since the end of 2016, have you had physical sexual contact or intercourse with any female models you've placed in your clubs? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
You asked Mr. Mapp, since 2015 up until now, have you had physical sexual contact or intercourse with your business partner, Miss Owsley? What was his response?
He pleaded the fifth and refused to answer the question.
It makes no sense. Why would I have to be asked to question this It's so obvious. Like, ain't no way.
You could have answered the
It's
question.
no way.
You could have answered.
Because, like, it just,
Okay.
it makes no sense. I feel insulted to be asked that question with my best friend.
Well, why didn't you feel insulted with the first question?
Because, I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here for that, not for the business. We do nothing but business.
Ms. Wells, I think this is the first time that this has happened in this court. How do you feel about the fact that he pleaded the fifth and refused to answer?
He's probably guilty.
Ain't no way.
Because if he wasn't, why not answer the question?
Mr. Mapp.
It's a pointless question. It's pointless. It's pointless. It really is.
Okay, Mr. Mapp, you started off and you've continuously said you are here to clear the air and prove you're innocent.
Right.
How in the world are you clearing the air by saying I'm pleading the fifth on a critical question? In fact, I think you've dumped more pollution in this than we had before we started.
It's the truth. It's nothing I have to hide.
Well, if you don't have anything to hide, you don't have to plead the fifth. That's real easy.
All right, we have a third question.
Get to the results.
You asked Mr. Mapp, since the end of 2016 up until now, have you had physical sexual contact or intercourse with any woman other than Miss Wells? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
You said 2015?
16.
Nah, see, I thought you said 2005.
Well, that doesn't make any sense because you said back then you were being sexually greedy.
All right, but I'm not hearing it.
Mr. Mapp, you've got one last chance. What happened?
Nothing happened, Your Honor. I don't see how they said it. Maybe I was just...
Maybe you were just telling the
Maybe I was
truth.
just nervous. I don't know.
Maybe you were just not telling the truth.
That is the truth. I have absolutely nothing to hide.
Miss Wells, you came here to get answers and you found out he was being deceptive. Where is your relationship headed from?
At this point, it's over. In my book, he's guilty.
You knew each other in high school, you kind of went your separate ways, but you reconnected 30 years later. You got married and you've been married for the last 5 years. But allegations of cheating are threatening this marriage. Ms. Jones, you've opened this case today. Tell us why.
Well, I chose this show because I watch you guys, and I want to make sure I'm not cheated out of a good chance to have a good relationship. Real talk. And certain incidences make me feel like either I'm crazy or he's cheating. So I want to find out, after watching you guys, I want to find out, because I don't want to make him feel he's cheated out of a chance to have a good relationship.
All right, Mr. Keller, she quoting you back to you. How does that feel?
Don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a great relationship. She's adopted that, she's embraced it, and she's here to get answers.
I want to know if the situations that has happened in our relationship, were they incidences where he might have cheated, or were they incidences where I read too much into something?
Tell me what it is, what your relationship is like at home. What does it look like?
We're always together.
Okay.
We do everything together. He's my best friend.
Okay.
Mr. Jones, she said either you're cheating or she's crazy, and she's trying to find out which.
Well, I don't like to use the term crazy. I just say wrong.
Okay.
I like that.
Right to the point. Yeah.
I like that.
And I'm here to prove to her that she's wrong. I've never cheated, haven't thought about cheating, don't want to cheat. I met her 30 years ago in high school. We lost touch, reunited, and we've been together ever since. So I want to prove to her that, I'm here for her, and I'm not going nowhere.
So, Ms. Jones, what does it feel like not trusting your husband?
I feel insecure, and it makes me feel crazy.
So it makes you feel crazy.
And if the wife ain't happy, the life ain't happy at home,
There's some truth there.
There is some truth to that.
And I can trust in that. That is true.
Well, you talked about happy. Tell me about how you met. You met in high school. You knew each other in high school.
We went, they were closing our school down, and I hadn't been to an event in years, and someone had contacted me and said, well, they're gonna tear the school down, so they invited me to come. When I got there, I saw him, and he was always one of my him and his brother, they were really cool with me, good friends. So when I went out in the hall and we saw each other, it was just, we connected, and he asked me out the next night. I didn't have to wait to sleep with him. I had been knowing him for years, so I went and test drove the car, and I said...
Did she just say she test drove the car?
And I've been there ever since. I've been there, you know.
So after 30 years, when you finally laid eyes on her, what did it look like? What did it feel like to you?
I got a tingle down my spine.
Uh-oh.
All right.
The old spine tingle.
You know, so, you know, and I made it my business to get with her.
But then this mistrust raised its ugly head, and it's affecting your marriage right now.
Yes.
All right, tell us why you believe Mr. Jones is cheating.
Well, the first incident, we go to a neighborhood grocery store, and it was a young lady. She almost hit him with a cart one time. Then the next night, she almost hit me. And I'm in there one day, and one of the other cashiers tell me, she said she see your husband. I said, she's seeing my husband, so...
Wait. She's seeing your husband?
That she's seeing my husband, like he know her.
Okay.
That we sleeping
like they're
together.
seeing each
You're
other
dating.
socially.
That we sleeping together.
Yeah, like
Which is
she's
not
sleeping
true.
with the young lady at the store.
Okay, all right.
So right then, I get my husband when we go back to the store, and I confront her.
How did that look? How did that pop off?
Well,
we shut down the store. I stopped the store because I felt.
Tell me what happened.
I went up to her and told her, I don't know why you know what your game is, but if you I cursed, messing with my husband, I'm not the one. I don't play them games. Point blank.
Oh.
And
so, Mr. Jones, what were you doing during this confrontation? Because I would have been a little tight, a little scared about this.
He said, do I know you?
No,
and she say, no. I didn't believe that.
The truth is the truth. You know, and ain't nothing I can do but tell you the truth.
I just felt she knew him. I felt like she wouldn't be telling people that she knew him.
So you felt these things were not accidents, they were intentional to intimidate you about your husband.
Right.
Mr. Jones, I mean, it does sound like a little more than a coincidence.
As far as me and the woman, I don't know her. The only thing I know about her is she worked at that store.
But he works at a car auction. And you have to have a safety vest, kind of like this one, on. You have to have this on.
Can you open that up?
When you at the auction.
Okay.
Everybody puts them on. This same lady got a vest on in the store one day, the same day the auction on. And she prancing in front of me where I can see it. And not accusing him, but my husband, I love him, but he has a history of hood rats. And she's a little hood rat, and she was trying me. It makes me wonder, am I a hood rat because they married me?
Ms. Jones, do you think this woman was wearing the vest in the store to send you a signal that...
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
So you think that was intentional?
I think it was intentional.
So in your mind, do you think she went to the auction to see him?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So she had to be safe while she was seeing him. She had to have on protective gear
I see
while
that's
she
why
was
I wanted
visiting.
to come here. I get a lady's opinion, because my husband, he feel like he ain't got to explain nothing.
I have a question for you. You said you came here for a lady's opinion. My opinion doesn't count?
Your opinion really matters, because I know a good woman make a man even better. So I just wanted to get the realness of it.
True. But I'm still not giving you credit for that.
So now we got a good man trying to make a woman better. You know? So this is what we're here for. We're here to make this work. It's gonna work.
I've been always, but
I love you, baby.
his ex.
I love you.
I love you too. More. I love my husband.
I need your trust.
He has an ex.
Okay.
Now, we sell these outfits I ordered online from China, and I pick outfits that you wouldn't see so they would sell. So somebody tagged me one day to his ex. I won't talk about her, but she got on one of the outfits.
One of these unique outfits that you have bought from China.
Outfits that I had chose. She got it on. How she get that outfit?
You believe that that outfit came from your husband out of your stash.
I don't know how she got it. She didn't get it from me, so she had to get it from him.
She didn't get it from me.
And again, this is a unique outfit, something that,
Right.
I mean, what does this outfit look like?
It's a lace outfit.
You know, Mr. Cutler, there's her side, there's his side, and then there's the ex's outfit. We got that outfit right here. Ron, would you escort the outfit
Yes, Your Honor.
in? Oh, all right.
I wouldn't even got mad if she looked like that in the outfit, but she didn't even do the outfit.
So this is what you said the outfit looked like that the ex was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ma'am, would you just turn around so we can see the whole thing? Yeah, that's something. That's a lot right there. All
Mr.
right,
Jones?
Mr. Jones?
This one-of-a-kind outfit that your wife specifically ordered.
I don't go through her merchandise, so I wasn't able to get a woman nothing. I never have. She accused me of giving her money. She accused me of giving her time, giving her sex.
But those aren't unique things.
This is unique.
This is unique.
Did you ever see your ex in that outfit?
No, I haven't seen my ex.
Okay, would you just come a little closer to Mr. Jones so he can make sure he's never seen that outfit?
I'm sure.
All right, you do a little spin so he can.
I'm sure.
All right.
Thank you
Ma'am,
so
thank
much.
you very much.
But you are convinced, Miss Jones, that if the ex had that outfit, it somehow came through Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Because that is too many dots together.
Coincidence, yes.
Too many coincidences.
Too many.
Ms. Jones, do you have any other reason to believe that your husband is cheating?
We have this hood rat. So one night I'm at the store and she approaches me and she's talking and she was like, oh, your husband drive a green Jag? Me and him was chopping it up in the store and all of this, you know, but I didn't think nothing of it. So when I get home and I ask him, he said, no. I was talking to her husband about a car. So maybe several weeks later, she's a perfume salesman. She's selling stuff, you know, door to door. And I said, oh, I asked my husband about meeting you. She said, no, I didn't talk to him in the store. He was talking to my boyfriend and same exact story. That was weird.
The truth would be exact, wouldn't it?
Why was that weird, Miss Jones?
Because for her to come to my house selling the same perfume 2 weeks before he had brought me, I left that out, excuse me, Your Honor.
Okay, so wait a minute, let me make sure, because you kind of got it confused in there. What went down? First of all, you told me y'all was chopping it up in the store.
Right.
Now you telling me the exact same story as if he went there and said, hey, that's not the story. The story is X. That's what you think. And then you think it's curious that he bought you the perfume that she's selling.
Now you see why I wanted to talk to your wife, Judge.
Okay, you see?
Do you get it? That's why.
Wait a minute, that's my skill set.
That's your skill
That's what
set.
I do. I connect the dots.
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Jones, I gotta ask you about these dots, okay?
Yeah.
Tell me why this young lady is selling a perfume that you bought your
I found
wife.
that bottle of cologne months before. She's talking about not weeks, but months. I found it and gave it to her.
Mr. Jones, okay. Are we back to coincidences again?
Yeah.
You're telling me that you found a bottle of perfume that just happens to be the same kind of perfume that is sold by the woman she's accusing you of sleeping with.
That's what I'm saying.
You got some bad luck, brother man.
Look,
Let's see, put your test out. I do not know this woman.
My question to you, Miss Jones, is if you find out that Mr. Jones is cheating, where do you go from here?
I love my husband, but I'm not gonna be cheated out of a chance to have a great relationship.
True words were never spoken, my dear.
Real talk.
True words. So you might be done.
I might be done.
You might be done. All right.
Well, because of all these coincidences, the court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call licensed certified polygraph examiner Tommy Platt into the courtroom to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Platt in.
Mr. Platt?
Good, Your Honor.
It's good to see you.
Good to see y'all.
Would you please share with the court and for the litigants your credentials?
I have 30 years experience in the United States military and as a police officer. I've been a certified polygraph examiner for over 10 years and conducted nearly 3,000 examinations.
All right. The first question Mr. Jones was asked, since being married to Mrs. Jones, have you ever had physical sexual contact with the woman your wife confronted at the grocery store? What was Mr. Jones's response?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was telling the truth.
Bam. Bam. Come on.
Question number 2. During your 5-year relationship, have you had physical sexual contact with your ex? What was Mr. Jones's response?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
I see a smile. All right.
Ms. Jones, I see a smile.
I'm waiting on 3.
Mr. Jones was asked, since 2013, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Ms. Jones? What was his response?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was telling the truth.
All right, Mr. Jones, give a little love. Give us some love. Give us some love. All right, Mr. Jones. I am so glad that you got the
me
results.
a therapist. I have issues, I see.
No, you don't have issues. You got love. That's what you have.
Miss Jones, I see the tears in your eyes. Tell me what those tears represent.
Well, I love him so much, and I grew up where I didn't embrace myself or feel good about myself, and maybe I feel like nobody ever would love me, and just to know he's been faithful and committed, it makes my heart feel like, because he's there through everything. It just kind of sealed the deal, like he really is there, and he loves me.
Miss Jones, can I talk to you woman to woman? Let him love you the way he wants to love you. And you need to trust that he loves you. And if you trust that, this whole, I think he's looking goes away. Because it sounds like y'all have a wonderful thing going.
One last question. Ms. Jones, how can I order one of those outfits for Judge Cutler? You all have been together for 2 years. You've got 2 children together. You're engaged to be married. But whether that marriage happens all depends on what happens here today. Ms. Durden, you've opened this case. Tell us why.
Well, Your Honors, I believe that my fiance is cheating. He went from being a stay-at-home dad to a stay-at-home cheater.
Oh.
There's been many warning signs that pop up that I see that I do believe that he is cheating.
All right. Tell us about that.
Warning signs, well, one is dating sites. Dating sites keep popping up on our browser. I have uninstalled apps. There's apps on there from him being on social media apps and talking to other women. Like, I'm at home, why can't you ever talk to me?
Okay.
Okay, you say uninstalled apps. I mean, we all have apps on our phone that we just don't use anymore. What's wrong with uninstalled apps?
I don't have those apps. He hasn't been talking to me on them, so why have they been installed and why aren't they on there now?
All right, and then you talked about the dating sites. I gotta ask you, Mr. Baggarly, why are you on dating sites and you got a fiance?
Those dating sites, Your Honor, was from before I met her. I mean, we've been together 3 years now, and...
Okay, so my question is, how did you two meet?
Your Honors, we met on Facebook. We had mutual friends.
Mm-hmm.
He sent me a friend's request, and I did accept it. At the time, I did ask, and he did tell me that he was married, but going through a separation.
Oh, boy.
Yes, so we met in person a little while after that, and about 3 days later, we moved in together.
But he was still married at the time.
Yes.
Okay.
So 3 days after you met in person, Mr. Baggarly, you all move in together.
That's right.
He's got a smooth game.
Well,
3 days later.
Yeah, smooth game or something. Cause that's it may be more than just game, Mr. Cutler.
Well, whatever he's got, it worked. It got it.
Yeah, he got him in all the way in.
All the way in.
Is it fair to say, Miss Durden, that you're afraid that how you got him is how you might lose him? That he was married, even though he was separated?
Yes, ma'am.
That activity, that way of life may not have stopped.
That's exact. He was also, back and forth with his ex-wife when he was still with. He had to put his foot in the door. He was confused about who he wanted to be with at the time.
So there was some overlap?
We were actually living together, all three of us, at one point.
Well, hold the presses. Hold on.
Time out. Y'all were all in the same house together?
Me and his ex-wife were still in this. We were staying in the same bed.
This story got interesting real quick, didn't it?
Yeah, like I need a fan because
right.
it done got hot.
So,
hot up in here.
So Mr. Baggarly's married. He started seeing you, and then at some point, you, him, and his wife are living together.
That is.
In the same bed.
Wait, I didn't get there yet.
Oh, I was like, I can't wait.
I didn't get there yet. At some point, you, Mr. Baggarly, and his wife are all living together in the same house. And at some point, you and his wife are sleeping in the bed together.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I'm not gonna ask the question that everybody wants to know in this courtroom, because I don't even know if I'm old enough.
You know what?
Everybody, not just everybody, but everybody wants to know.
You know you want to ask the question.
I
you know you want to ask.
What was going on with the three of y'all in the same bed?
We were taken I was taken as a joke. It was a joke. Like, he would have all his friends over, like, look, y'all, I got my baby mama, because I was pregnant at the time, and my wife. And they sleeping in the same room in the same bed. Like, how funny is this?
How funny was it?
It was not that funny, Your Honor. Believe that.
Okay.
It was a nightmare.
It was a night.
So he says.
It was not your fantasy.
He tried. He tried to lay in between both of us, and with a big old smile on his face. He tried.
He tried it?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
And?
It didn't work. Ever. Ever.
But now, why do you think you cheated now?
All right, so I found bra under my bed. Now, he is a very messy person. The laundry hamper in our room can be right here. He's gonna throw the clothes right beside it, because he knows I have to pick it up.
Okay.
So I went to go do laundry that day, and I start picking up clothes, and Your Honors, I find this bra under the bed.
Okay.
Now,
how do you know that's not yours?
Your Honor, this is my bra right here.
Oh. Well.
Okay.
Even Ray Charles can see that, so. All right.
A little.
I got you. Don't be mad at the double D's. Don't be mad. So you were pretty sure that wasn't yours?
Yes.
And you found it in your bedroom?
Under the dirty clothes. For some reason, she had to take her bra off and put it under the clothes. And he said it was his family member's bra, but that family member clearly doesn't hardly ever wear a bra, for one.
Oh, boy.
So let's ask Mr. Baggarly, why is some other woman's bra in your bedroom?
Yeah, she brings things home all the time, from clothes for my kids to even clothes for herself.
Why am I going to bring a big old bra that I have to stuff?
I wouldn't put it past her to plan it.
Okay.
Okay.
Ronnie, you buying this?
I wouldn't even try to sell it.
Okay.
Isn't the easiest explanation that you had somebody in your bedroom and she just forgot to take the bra with her?
I know the way it looks, but I didn't have nobody over there.
Do you have anything else you want to share with the court?
I do, Your Honor.
All right.
There is an app that you can download if you have any spare phones. It's like a security camera app.
Okay.
You just download it and then you put it where you want it and you can access it from any other device.
Huh.
Well, I was an hour and a half away with family members, and instead of calling every 5, 10, 15 minutes for him to get mad like usual, I decided to look on the app. And I seen some pictures, because it takes motion pictures, like snaps pictures for like motion. And he's half naked in one, fully naked, and they got another female up in my house walking past there. And I have the pictures.
Ron, would you please get those photos?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, so what are we looking at in this first picture?
This picture, that's his side. He's walking back towards, the hallway where our bathroom is butt naked, you can tell.
Yeah.
And then
this is a
this
female.
next picture.
I see a female wearing a white shirt. That's not me. She is, no panties on from the hips down, no tattoo like I do down my thigh. So it's not me.
Mr. Baggarly, who is this woman who got captured on video?
I don't know. It could have been a family member walking through the house that day. I mean,
I'm gonna have to call Ghostbusters, Your Honor, because it clearly has to be a ghost in my house. But the last picture, Your Honor, is my favorite. I know what that is. I see it every night. I see it when we take a shower and we get busy, Your Honors. I know what that picture is.
And what is it that you see?
He is standing full attention, saluting somebody.
Completely naked.
Completely naked, letting it all hang out.
look at that picture. That picture looks like the same person in a white shirt. Don't even look like me. If you see, there's a white shirt. And if you take that sensor off, you'll see that's somebody's hand. You can take
Well,
I don't know about it being a hand.
Ron, would you hand this to Mr. Baggarly?
Does that look like a hand to you, Ron?
That
Take
is
a
not
look.
a hand.
Yeah.
And
That's that baby maker, Your Honors.
We're here trying to get answers, and so we need to figure out from you, who is this? Who have you been with? Who's the woman whose bra that belongs to?
Well, the truth is, I'm tired of fighting and arguing with her and trying to prove myself for something I hadn't done. This has been going on for 3 years now. I'm just here today to prove to her that I'm not cheating, not at home or anywhere else. And the only reason I've become a stay-at-home dad is because she didn't trust me when I was at work. Your Honor, she's tripping. I can't win for losing.
Wait,
So
you
you-
stopped working
That's
because
right.
of the accusations?
That's right.
This is true.
You all need help.
Is this
We
a
do.
situation that, maybe there's some guilt on your part for how you two got together?
I think it hits us like that with both ways, because we've both been cheated on. We both cheated, and then how we met and everything. So yes, I do. But it just
This issue of trust or lack of trust is destroying you. We have friends of the court, and we've invited a friend of the court who can shed some light on this ongoing infidelity, these issues of guilt and going back and forth, you this, I'm that, bringing all of this baggage to the table. At this time, the court would like to call reality television personality and author Renee Graziano to come in and share with us and give you all some advice on how to manage this particular space. Ron, would you invite Ms. Graziano in, please?
I got it in, fam.
Uh-oh.
Never been on the witness stand before.
Okay. Well, you're among friends. You're among family, so it's all good.
You're a friend of the court.
Yes,
So
okay.
It's good to see you.
That's a first for me.
It's good to see you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good.
I'm single, that's why.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes that's what we need, right?
Yeah, every now and then.
Every now and then. The issues of infidelity and issues you've dealt with have been played out in the public.
Yes.
Absolutely. So can you give them some examples, or can you share with us how you manage that space? And what should she do?
What you should do is, it's pretty obvious from what I heard that the signs are there, and maybe you need some time away from him
So what advice would you give them as they try to move forward from this point?
I definitely think that you have a guilty conscience.
Yes.
How you get someone is how you lose someone. If you did it, I would just admit it and get it out and get it over with and then go to therapy.
I think it's so hard for a man, but yeah.
I gotta ask this, would you ever allow yourself to be in a situation where your ex and his new girlfriend were sleeping in the same house with you, in the same bed with you?
Well, they wouldn't be sleeping and I would be on this witness stand for another reason.
Well, there you got it.
There you go. A little mouth wife in me comes out every now and then.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so much for your testimony.
You're welcome.
I think we've got enough information. I think
we do.
If she finds out that he is cheating, the relationship, everything they're trying to build together, the wedding that they are planning since they're engaged, all of that is done.
That's right.
If he's cheating.
And to get to the bottom of this and to help them figure this out, this court has done a full and complete investigation, and the court would like to call licensed and certified polygraph examiner Kendall Schul to determine, is he cheating? Raw with just 40 minutes. Mr. Schul, how are you?
I'm great, Your Honor. Thank you. How are you?
I'm great. You did an examination of Mr. Baggarly, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
And you asked him, did you have sexual intercourse with the woman whose bra Miss Durden found beside your bed? What was his response?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor. Boom!
Wow.
She looks shocked.
I am. I'm very shocked.
Yeah, me too.
You asked Mr. Baggarly, did you have physical sexual contact with a woman wearing the white shirt who was caught on the security camera in your home? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.